The chipped mug warmed my hand, the lukewarm coffee doing little to soothe the icy knot in my stomach. Another sleepless night. Another morning punctuated by Arya's clipped sighs and averted gaze. Something was off, terribly, gut-wrenchingly off. It had been subtle at first, a missed call here, a late night at work there, then the whispered phone conversations in the other room, the sudden, inexplicable trips to the gym sporting a full face of makeup. My Arya, the woman who lived in yoga pants and messy buns, unless we were going out, was suddenly a gym rat. It didn't add up. Everything okay, honey? I ventured, my voice raspy with fatigue and unspoken suspicion. Arya slammed the fridge door a little too hard. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Her tone was sharp, defensive. The knot in my stomach tightened. I don't know. You just seem different lately. She scoffed. Different? I'm working out, trying to be healthy. Maybe you should appreciate that instead of interrogating me. Interrogating. That's what it felt like. To simply ask my wife how she was. The accusation hung in the air, thick and suffocating. I backed down, defeated. Again, this had become our routine, me voicing my concerns, Arya dismissing them with thinly veiled irritation. I felt like I was losing my mind. Was I imagining things? Was this what marriage was like after 10 years? A slow descent into suspicion and resentment? But then came the voicemail. It was a Friday night. Arya was supposed to be at a book club meeting. I hated book clubs, a collection of bored housewives getting together to drink wine and dissect the latest Oprah pick. Arya rarely read, let alone discuss literature with fervor. Another red flag. My phone vibrated on the nightstand. Arya's. I usually never check her phone, but something propelled me forward. A voicemail notification. Curiosity mixed with a healthy dose of dread pushed me to press play. Hey, babe. A deep masculine voice purred through the speaker. Just wanted to hear your voice. Miss you already. Can't wait for Tuesday. The blood drained from my face. My world tilted on its axis. It wasn't my imagination. Babe, Tuesday. The pieces clicked together, forming a sickening, undeniable picture. Rage, hot and blinding, cascaded through my veins. I wanted to scream, to break something, to confront her right then and there. But something held me back. A cold, calculating calm settled over me. I would play the smart. I needed proof, undeniable, irrefutable proof. Over the weekend, I moved like a ghost through our house. I observed Arya, her nervous laughter, the way she jumped every time the phone rang, the furtive glances at the screen. The guilt was palpable. It radiated off her like heat. Monday morning arrived, and I feigned a business trip. I packed a bag, kissed Arya goodbye, and watched her drive away. Then I turned around and headed back inside. I had a plan. I spent the day setting up a hidden camera in our bedroom. It was small, discreet, positioned perfectly to capture everything. The wait was agonizing. Every tick of the clock felt like an eternity. Tuesday, the day the voicemail promised. I sat in my car across the street, watching our house. My heart hammered against my ribs. Then a sleek black car pulled up. A man emerged, tall, athletic, with the kind of confident swagger that screamed, I take what I want. He walked up to the front door, and Arya let him in. I watched the live feed on my phone, my fists clenching so tight my knuckles turned white. The rage was back, hotter than ever. I waited. I let them dig their own graves. The camera captured their embrace, their whispered words, their sickeningly sweet declarations of love. Then I walked in. The look on Arya's face was a mixture of shock, horror, and a strange flicker of defiance. The man, whose name I later learned was Franklin, just looked confused. What the, he stammered, scrambling to pull up his pants. Don't bother, I said, my voice dangerously low. I've seen enough. I held up my phone, displaying the live feed. Arya's face crumpled. The defiance vanished, replaced by a hollow emptiness. I can explain, she stammered, her voice barely a whisper. Explain what, Arya? I demanded. Explain how you looked me in the eyes day after day and lied to my face? Explain how you betrayed everything we built together? My voice echoed through the room, laced with a pain so profound it felt physical. Franklin, sensing the shift in power, started to back away. "Look, man," he said, his voice laced with a nervous bravado. "This is between you and your wife." That's when I snapped. Years of suppressed anger, of self-doubt, of being gaslight, erupted. I lunged at him, my fist connecting with his jaw with a sickening crunch. He stumbled back, hitting the wall. Arya screamed, a high-pitched, desperate sound. "Stay out of this." I roared, advancing on him again. He cowered, his bravado gone, replaced by pure, unadulterated fear. "Get out," I yelled, pointing toward the door. "Get out of my house, and get out of my life." He scrambled to his feet, eyes wide with terror, and fled. I turned to Arya, who was huddled on the floor, sobbing. The aftermath was brutal. The divorce was messy, protracted, and emotionally draining. Arya tried to paint herself as a victim, claiming I was controlling and paranoid. But I had the proof, the voicemail, the video, the witness to her lies. Franklin, it turned out, was a married man himself. His wife, devastated by the revelation, left him and took their children. His world, like Arya's, crumbled around him. The betrayal cut deep, leaving a scar I knew would never fully heal. But in the ashes of my shattered marriage, I found a strange sense of liberation. The truth, no matter how painful, had set me free. I had faced my demons, confronted my pain, and emerged battered but not broken. It took time, therapy, and the unwavering support of my friends and family. But I started to rebuild my life. I focused on my work, reconnected with old hobbies, and slowly, tentatively, began to trust again. The pain never completely vanished, but it faded, replaced by a quiet strength, a resilience I never knew I possessed. The chipped mug, once a symbol of my suspicion and despair, became a reminder of my journey, a testament to the power of truth and the enduring strength of the human spirit. I had been betrayed, but I had survived, and in the end, that was all that mattered. So guys, if you all liked today's story, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.